Hi there, my name is Colby Lehman. I'm the Director of Ski Hill Operations at WinSport Canada Olympic Park. So my main responsibilities in overseeing the ski hill would be essentially to ensure that all entities function as intended. And if we can essentially ensure that all individual departments function in that way and also reach out to one another to coordinate whatever it is that they need to be able to work well with one another. So some of the facilities I have under my watch are essentially anything that operates. So any equipment that's on slope, any snowmaking equipment, any lift structures, any lift functions, carpets that bring people to the beginner area, any mobile equipment with wheels that roll, safety team, and what else? Summer services would be slightly different, but same kind of capacities. So mountain bike services, any kind of core functions of the ski area operation. Yeah, I think when I realized that this would be a career path for me, it was when I was about 16 years old and I took my first mountain rescue course with one of my best friends. And I realized that working with ropes and ski touring and being in the mountains was something that allowed me a way to have a practical means to be able to be functioning in the mountains. And that's when I knew it was going to stick. My path to getting into this position would have started mainly with just a strong mentor. I had my best friend's dad, who's recently passed, had the patience to be able to inspire me to learn about the mountains and be in the mountains. And I think that's what started me into the path to be able to become an operator at a ski hill. Oh, some of my first jobs in the industry would have been, let me think here. First one would have been as an AST instructor, where I taught avalanche skills training through the Canadian Avalanche Association. That was one of my first jobs, and that was pretty exciting. And then I think the second realm of it would have been I worked as a ski patrol at Cypress Mountain in Vancouver, and then essentially stepped out of that into summer mountain work with the BC Wildfire Service. And that kind of helped really speed up the process of really gaining a passion for the outdoors. Oh, one challenge I faced early on, I think that's recognizing failure as success. And I think that if I could share any kind of bit of information around anybody getting into the outdoors industry, is to be able to embrace failure and learn from it. And I think if I would have learned that concept at a younger age, more early in my career, I think it would have set me up for more successful risk-taking and just, self-reflection and, an ability to be able to adjust how I do things. Because now I don't see failure as a flaw, I see it as an opportunity. What skills or qualities that help me move into a director level role? I think first one would be leadership, obviously, because it's a position that essentially is based upon providing direction and guidance around how to function and operate. So I think that leadership would be the first one. The ability to stay calm, I think, is another very strong, trait that you need to have in this position. And again, it's a learned trait. And then I think the third would be just the ability to organize, complex situations into a meaningful way to be able to see them, materialize or come to life.